will be Imam Zafar Bangash of the Islamic Society of York Region. Imam Zafar.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Brothers, sisters, guests, children, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out at such short notice, as Hussam mentioned. I wish we had met in different circumstances and that we were not meeting for a tragedy that the Muslim community has been through so many times now. In fact, these tragedies have become a part of our existence here in Canada and around the world. But I'd like to say to you that while our hearts are broken, our spirits are not. While we grieve for the family that we have lost, we pray that the future would be better. We decided to hold this vigil, although there is a vigil going on in London, Ontario, where the Prime Minister is attending, the Premier of Ontario is attending, a number of members of Parliament are attending. But we thought we will hold this vigil to express our solidarity with the family or the remaining members of the family in London, Ontario, as well as the Muslim community there, as well as the Muslim community across Canada. We are gratified to know that every leader of the political party in Parliament has condemned this act as an act of terrorism. But we have heard this before. We have been there before. What we now need, and it is an imperative now because there have been so many attacks against Muslims. We all recall what happened to our brothers and sisters in the Quebec City mosque attack on January 29th, 2017, when 6 of them were gunned down while they were praying, and 20 others were badly wounded, one of them crippled permanently. Then we had attacks on members of our community in malls across Canada, in London, Ontario, in Calgary, in other places. Last year, a caretaker outside the International Muslim Organization in Etobicoke, sitting outside the mosque, a person came with a knife and slit his throat and slaughtered him right there. And then we have this tragedy of a family that was out for a walk. Families that go out for a walk because of this pandemic that most of us are locked under. My family members go out at night or during the day, and now we have to wonder whether, God forbid, they will be victims of any such attack. So what we as Muslims and as Canadians demand of our elected officials is that while we are grateful for their words of sympathy, now we are looking for action. Yes. There have been many calls before that Islamophobia has to be declared a hate crime. Yes. It is simply not enough to say that we condemn hatred, we condemn Islamophobia, and it has no place in Canada. We know that, but I think we need to have action or words put into action. Yes. And there should be a law, as there is a law that makes anti-Semitism a hate crime, and rightly so. But I think the Muslims of Canada now deserve more than simple words of sympathy. It's time for action, and I think we will not sit idle unless this issue has been brought to the fore and Muslims, like other communities, are afforded this protection. Regrettably, there have been many other incidents of violence against Muslims. Mosques have been attacked, vandalized, and Muslims have been attacked. Our children have been taunted. I think it's time that these kinds of hate crimes are brought to an end. We have received many messages of sympathy from other faith communities. I will be sharing those with you, but I thought I will share these few words with you while we welcome our other speakers. Once again, thank you for all of you for coming out at such short notice. And I see that we have friends not only from the Muslim community, but also from other faith communities. We are very grateful for your presence, and we thank you for your for expressing solidarity with us in our hour of grief. Thank you. May God bless you.